Hi there, and welcome to Monday Mindsets. I'm Mark Peebles here to help you get your mindset right for the week. Before I get into today's mindset, I want to remind you that you can find Monday Mindsets as part of the Real Life and Real Estate podcast, wherever you get your podcast. And you can also find us on YouTube at It's Mark Peebles. So please find us on YouTube, subscribe it, like, follow us. And then you will not only help us in the algorithms, but you're going to get great content throughout the week. So this week, I want to talk to you about the proactive mindset. I believe, when we look at life, when we look at relationships, you will have much stronger relationships when you are proactive. I have been in financial challenges throughout my marriage at times. Praise the Lord, not as much now as when we were younger and made a lot of dumb decisions. But I remember where we would get to that point where things were really bad, and then my wife would find out about it. And boy, that brought on so much stress because I wasn't really proactive about sharing with her our actual situation. And I've learned now I just have to have those conversations. In fact, a friend of mine told me years ago, he said, Mark, when you have to have a tough conversation, be proactive and eat the frog, right? No one wants to eat a frog, but if you just jump in and eat it, it's done. And then you can work through things. And I've learned that in marriage, in relationships, in life. If I will just be proactive and have a proactive mindset, things actually come out better in the end than if I, hide something. My wife always said it's a lie by omission, which I'm just being real with you. When I was younger, I was afraid to say certain things. And as I've gotten older and more responsible, and I've grown in deeper relationship with my wife, and we trust each other more and have more open communication, I've learned I can just be proactive, eat the frog, and have those tough conversations with her. And in the end, things are so much better. I believe this applies not just to your marriage, not just to the relationship that you have with your kids or friends. It also applies to your business. Sometimes there's tough conversations that we have to have. And if we're just proactive, we stay out ahead of it, we see the trouble coming, and we have those conversations, we eat the frog, then everything works out better. And I think in the end, people appreciate you more. They appreciate your communication more when you're proactive and have a proactive mindset. So I just was real with you. I was honest with you about things that I did as a young man that I have regrets about. But where in your life are you not being proactive that you should be proactive? What tough conversations, what truths do you need to go and share with someone being proactive that will actually improve your relationships in the end? Go and do that this week. And I hope you have a great week. Bye now.